But I remember going through a hallway, and he shook Capone's hand and didn't shake yours.
Who?
Lil Rob.
Serio?
And you told him, "Hey, my boy, what's up?"
Yeah.
You know how to say what's up? And then he just looked. Well, I thought we were gonna pack him out. To be honest with you, I thought it was over for him that day.
Okay.
But he ended up shaking your hand, and then we left, and you were upset, and we were like, "What are we doing?" Like, you know, and we were like, nothing. And then Capone, of course, you know him. He was like, "Oh, leave it alone. It's all business." You know. So we're like, "All right,
we had him in the scope that day. We were gonna stomp the shit
remember?
out of him.
Yeah,
Fuck yeah, I remember
we're gonna pack that
shit.
out.
I just didn't want to disrespect the show.
Yeah.
But
I remember that.
I remember I chopped it up with him after that, and that's when he did that little skit on my album. It was like he's always done like little funny shit behind the scenes.
It might be a little bit biased because, you know, but the only reason I'm asking is because it has something to do with Chicano rap or culture and our homies, right? Now, you can answer it, you can skip it.
I'll answer it. You already know.
You can be biased, it's all good. But recently, we seen Little Cuete come out and diss Mr. Criminal, bro. And Mr. Criminal hasn't been seen.
Well,
now,
you know what?
I'm not expecting you to be on my side or nothing like. No, I want the truth. What do you think about that?
I think that look, dog. I think that Criminal's doing what he's supposed to do right now.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I think that you know, when people are attacking you, dog, and you don't have no tolerance for it, you should step away.
Okay.
Ain't nothing wrong with stepping away, because what's the other option? Fool, him feeding into it and saying a bunch of ignorant shit, belligerent shit, and him spreading disrespect, homie, that isn't even granted or valid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, come on, homie. Like, this is IG, dog. Like, really, like we're gonna fucking you know, match each other's energy at all time. Like, nah, dog. He's dealing with it like a gentleman, as he should. He's showing maturity and he's showing poise.
Okay.
Right? He ain't biting. Like in the hole, what the homies tell us. Dog, when I was in the hole in Susanville, right? We used to get all the overflow from High Desert Hole, because that hole's always cracking. You know what I'm saying? And we would have our own, right? And the other side would be there, you know?
Yeah.
The other side would be in the vent dissing us all day.
Yeah.
All fucking day. We were just doing burpees through the shit. And never answered back. You know what we would do? We would flood the cells, fool. We would clog up the toilet, clog up the sink, and flood the cells till it flooded their shit. And that was it. We killed him in silence. We killed him in silence, dog. So, you know, let him, go on your vacation, Criminal, and enjoy that shit, dog. You know what I mean? And when you come back, dog, you know, let's turn the fuck up, back up again. You know what I mean?
There you go. I respect that. You know, everybody got their opinion. Everybody got their way of viewing things. And that's what's great, bro. You know, that's what's great. You might feel different than me.
The social media environment, dog, can sometimes fool you, dog.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the social media environment, you get so caught up in it, right? Sometimes, especially when you're eating off of it.
Now, do you think Cueta's wrong, or do you think he's just doing what he thinks he's supposed to do?
Like, only they know between them what happened, right?
Yeah.
So who knows, homie? Like, I don't really get into the details of why Cueta dissed them, you know?
Yeah.
Or why Criminal, you know, they had a fallout, dog, because I don't know what happened between them, right? So, you know, I'm no one to tell Cueta, like, you shouldn't do that shit, because I did that shit to a gang of motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I just hope that the outcome of it though is profitable and respectable.
Yeah.
That's all that we can ask for, is that the outcome of it is something that we can stand on 5 years from now. Because if not, dog, like, then it shows a flaw in your character, you know?
Now, we've been doing this fucking back and forth, you know, YouTube, not YouTube, but like music, Chicano rap, you know.
But what's your perspective on the Mr. Criminal thing?
He's a rat.
And so what are you basing that on exactly? There was a murder involving this dude Diablo, but I've been kind of looking on YouTube. I didn't really find any like real solid information about it. I'm guessing that you know a lot more than
I do
public.
a lot. Yeah. Well, I mean, I say it because I know, you know, and can't nobody tell me any different. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I don't really want to, like, you know what I'm saying, like, really put the reasons. You know, I know because I know.
Right.
If anybody's gonna know, I know. You know what I'm saying? There's not too many people that are in this community that have that, how should I say, luxury, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I know, and it's a shame. And that's why, you know, I've publicly, you know, how should you say it? Like, just said it, like, he's a rat. Like, and he needs to own up to his shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, just own up to it, dog.
Because I was watching the video of you where there was like a small amount of controversy from the Torta song that he did, which is basically like making a bunch of little puns and references to calling Mexican chicks tortas. And there was a little bit of controversy about that. You did some videos where you basically said you thought it was goofy, but you also said like he's a solid dude. So I'm not going to like judge him or like smear his character based on this one little stupid song. So I'm guessing that opinion changed.
Because to that point, see, well, the thing is this, right? As a man, you only go, you make your judgments based on what you've seen, what you've been through with people, you know? And up to this point, I had been through nothing but, you know, good shit with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, was he always a little egomaniac? Yeah, but what rapper isn't, you know? Especially motherfuckers that have had the success that he's had. Like, you gotta understand, these guys' egos have been stroked since they were like 16, 17. They started climbing, and they've been viewed as somebody important for fucking years. So they live in this reality that isn't real, you know? Like when you live in that world, dog, where all people do is compliment you, tell you how great you are, you don't know nothing else. Coming down from that mountain is impossible. You know what I'm saying? But I'm the type of dude that if I glorify you publicly, I can also tear you down publicly.
It's hard to imagine that somebody who's been around as long as Mr. Criminal would voluntarily snitch or like say things that he's not supposed to say to the cops, given that he's been around for so long. He seems like he should know how the legal system works. He definitely knows how he would be treated in the community.
Well, if you have, let me ask you something. Like, if you have the resources to avoid that and you still don't use them, that just speaks volumes to how much of a bitch you are or how fake that lifestyle that you have been portraying is. Right. But either way, either one can be true, right? But either one is a major flaw. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, like now he's trying to exploit the Christian community. Like, leave God out of it, bro. You know, leave God out of it. Like, handle your business. You know, pick up them panties and own up to what you did, bro.
What would be your advice of like what he actually should do with his career?
He needs to walk away.
Really, even from the YouTuber shit.
Walk away, let it go. There's no merit to what you're saying now. There's no truth to any word that comes out of your mouth. And from now on, all you're spitting is a negative message. What you're saying is, yeah, you can exploit a lifestyle by calling yourself criminal. You know what I'm saying? Make money off of it for years, decades and decades, exploit it. And at the minute that you can't live up to that name and title, you can tell on people and then still come back and be okay. Like, that's not a positive message to share with the youth or men under him. Like, as a man, your gospel can't be fake as a man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be honest with yourself and honest with the people that believed in you. You feel what I mean? Like, I think that's, but you know, you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously he's trying to run with it still. Now he's a Christian or whatever the fuck it is. But in my world, through my perspective, like, he's a bitch, man, you know, cause he ain't owning up to shit. You know what I'm saying? It would be different if he owned up to it, to me.
So you could respect him more if he were to just say, listen, I told you.
Yeah, an ounce, a little bit more, right? Because at that point, it's like, you know, you're embracing you're embracing the lesson. You know, these things happen only to people whose ego is out of control. You know what I mean? People that think they're bigger than not only themselves, but everything around them. You know what I'm saying? And people that don't hold themselves accountable are people that don't believe in reproach. Like, they think that they're so big, dog, that can't, even in their worst situations, like, they're still right. Like, nah, dog. We all need a DP. We all need a prison sentence. We all need shame in our life at one point, because as men, our ego gets so big, dog, that we forget who we are and why our purpose is here. Like, your purpose here is to lead as a man.
So you